If you're looking to restore circulation and wake up your body's natural performance systems without medication, you're in the right place. In this video, we are going to reveal the 3 specific fruits that act as natural vasodilators for men over 60. Most men ignore fruit because of the sugar, but we've isolated 3 that actually scrub your arteries and boost nitric oxide. We'll break down the science of the citrulline effect, discuss the 1 berry that protects prostate health, and give you a daily serving protocol to maximize blood flow by next week. Welcome to Gentleman's Vitality. My name is Hostname. Today we are tackling the silent killer of energy and performance in men over 60, poor circulation. When you hit your 6th decade, your blood vessels, the body's intricate network of pipes, start losing their youthful elasticity. This happens due to years of stress, diet, and a natural decline in a vital signaling molecule called nitric oxide, or NO. Nitric oxide is the chemical command that tells your arteries to relax and expand. Less NO means tighter pipes, which means higher blood pressure, less energy reaching your muscles, and diminished performance everywhere else. You might notice this as fatigue, cold hands and feet, or just a general lack of vigor. The good news is that you can dramatically improve this system naturally. Many men avoid fruit because they worry about sugar or diabetes risk. That's a valid concern, but it leads them to miss out on nature's most potent vascular medicine. We have chosen these 3 fruits specifically because they have a high density of compounds that either directly produce nitric oxide or protect your existing NO supply from damage. We are focusing on foods that offer a maximum performance payload with minimal metabolic downside. This is targeted nutrition for longevity and power. If you are serious about taking control of your health and mastering your vitality, hit that subscribe button now. We deliver actionable, science-backed strategies every single week. To start optimizing your flow, we must begin with the king of circulation support. Our first fruit is not something you eat for flavor alone. You eat it for the pure vascular benefit. This fruit is widely known, but 90% of men throw away the most powerful part. Let's look at the science behind our first essential circulatory aid. It leverages the citrulline pathway, a powerful way to enhance blood flow. The powerhouse fruit we are discussing is watermelon. Now, before you dismiss this as backyard barbecue fodder, listen closely. Watermelon contains a powerful amino acid called L-citrulline. Your body takes this citrulline and converts it into L-arginine, which is the direct precursor to nitric oxide. When you eat watermelon, you are essentially providing the raw material your body needs to force those arteries to open up. This improved dilation not only lowers blood pressure but dramatically enhances the transport of oxygen and nutrients everywhere they need to go. Here is the vital trick most people miss. The highest concentration of L-citrulline is not in the pink flesh, but in the white rind. Yes, the part you usually toss in the compost. To get the maximum arterial benefit, you need to consume the rind. How do you do this without chewing on flavorless peel? The easiest method is blending. Cut the rind away, leaving some of the pink flesh attached for sweetness. Blend it into a smoothie or juice. One study suggested that consuming roughly 2 cups of watermelon rind juice daily provided a significant cardiovascular benefit in middle-aged men with hypertension. The key takeaway here is to stop throwing away your nitric oxide starter fuel. Incorporate that rind. Now, while citrulline boosts the timer production of NO, our second fruit focuses on asterisk protecting times the NO you already have. Think of it as putting armor around your circulation system. This fruit is a deep red, almost jewel-toned berry that tackles plaque and inflammation head-on. Many men know it for its cardiovascular benefits, but few understand its specific mechanism in vascular integrity. The second fruit vital for men over 6'0" is the pomegranate. Pomegranates are rich in polyphenols, particularly compounds called elagitannins. When you digest these, your gut turns them into urolithin A, which is a key player in mitochondrial health. But for circulation, pomegranate juice stands out for its stunning antioxidant capacity. Our bodies constantly produce free radicals, which are unstable molecules that rust your cells. Nitric oxide is extremely susceptible to this oxidative damage. When free radicals attack, they quickly break down the NO your body just produced, canceling out the relaxing effect on your arteries. Pomegranate acts as a massive shield. It is perhaps the single best food source for protecting NO from free radical degradation. Studies have shown that regular consumption of pomegranate juice, we're talking about 4 to 6 ounces daily, can significantly improve flow-mediated dilation. That is the actual medical term for how well your arteries relax. In simple terms, it makes your pipes more flexible and less likely to stiffen up. Here is the practical takeaway. Buy 100% pure pomegranate juice, not blends filled with apple or grape juice. The slightly tart taste is the flavor of potent medicine. Add a small serving to your morning routine. We've covered increasing production and increasing protection. Now, we move to the final fruit, which addresses a common internal inflammation problem, and this one directly relates to the prostate. It's the berry that helps keep the channels clear. Our third and final essential fruit is the blackberry. Blackberries are often lumped in with other berries, but their specific nutrient profile makes them uniquely powerful for men over 60, especially concerning vascular health and prostate support. Blackberries are loaded with anthocyanins. These are the powerful pigments that give the berry its deep, almost black color. Anthocyanins are antioxidants, similar to those in pomegranate, but they operate specifically to strengthen the capillary walls. Think of your capillaries as the finest, smallest threads of your circulatory system. These are where oxygen and nutrients finally jump into your cells. If these threads are weak or inflamed, the entire delivery system fails. Blackberries help maintain the structural integrity of those tiny vessels. They are also rich in manganese and vitamin C and K, which are crucial for maintaining healthy connective tissue around the arteries. For men concerned with prostate health, blackberries offer additional protection. Their anti-inflammatory properties may help manage benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH, by reducing the overall inflammation burden in the pelvic area, which can indirectly support better urinary flow. So we have watermelon for raw NO production, pomegranate for NO protection, and blackberries for capillary strength and local anti-inflammation. Now, the common objection we always hear is about sugar. How do we consume these three power fruits without sending your insulin soaring? We need a strategic serving protocol. You can't just eat a pound of these all at once. If you are committed to improving your vitality, you need to master your eating timeline. The goal is nutrient synergy, combining these fruits with other components to slow down sugar absorption and maximize performance benefits. This is where the concept of metabolic stacking comes into play. First, always consume your fruits with protein and healthy fats. Never eat fruit alone, especially first thing in the morning, if you are sensitive to insulin. By pairing the fruits with something slow digesting, like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or a handful of walnuts, you drastically smooth out the blood sugar curve. The fat and fiber act like speed bumps in your digestive system. Second, time your consumption around activity. If you know you are going for a long walk, a workout, or doing yard work, consuming a handful of blackberries 30 minutes beforehand provides readily available fuel that your muscles can immediately use, minimizing the likelihood of that sugar being stored as fat. This is using sugar as high-octane fuel, not stored energy. Third, focus on volume control, especially with watermelon. The citrulline benefit is potent, so you don't need a huge amount. A single cup of the flesh and rind blend is sufficient to get the vascular effect. A small handful of blackberries and 4 ounces of pomegranate juice round out the daily requirements. Less is often more when it comes to fruit sugar. The key is consistent, strategic, daily consumption. Do this for 2 weeks and measure your energy levels and how quickly you recover. Let's zoom out now and look at the citrulline effect in more depth, because this is where the real performance gains are made. The citrulline effect is perhaps the most exciting part of this protocol for men over 60. When L-citrulline is converted into L-arginine and then into nitric oxide, that NO doesn't just benefit one part of your body. It is a systemic vasodilator. It affects your brain, your heart, your muscles, and yes, your intimate areas. In the brain, better flow means better cognitive performance. You feel sharper, less foggy. For muscle recovery, enhanced blood flow delivers oxygen and removes metabolic waste like lactic acid faster. That means less soreness and quicker bounce-back time after exertion. This directly boosts your mobility and energy throughout the day. You can move better, for longer. But the mechanism has a crucial link to performance that we must address. The pharmaceutical approach to certain performance issues involves inhibiting the breakdown of existing nitric oxide signals. Watermelon, through its citrulline pathway, naturally enhances the TO production of that initial signal. It is about building a better circulatory engine from the ground up. This isn't a substitute for medical treatment, but it is powerful nutritional support. Think of it as tuning your engine with premium fuel. The effects are gradual but deeply foundational. Over 6 to 8 weeks, consistent intake of watermelon rind and pomegranate creates a much more responsive, flexible vascular system. Now, let's talk about bioavailability. You can eat all the best food, but if your body can't absorb the nutrients, it's useless. Both pomegranate and blackberries contain compounds that, while healthy, can sometimes be tricky for the gut to fully utilize, especially as digestion slows with age. We need to optimize for absorption. The absorption secret lies in preparation and combination. For the best uptake of those valuable anthocyanins in blackberries, lightly crushing or pureeing them breaks down the tough cell walls, releasing the beneficial compounds. Instead of just swallowing the whole berries, blend them into a smoothie or mash them lightly into your yogurt. Pomegranate juice benefits from combining it with a small amount of healthy fat. Remember those L-argitannins. They are more easily absorbed in the presence of fat. Add a teaspoon of olive oil or some ground flaxseed to your pomegranate shot. This combination helps shepherd those protective compounds across the gut barrier and into your bloodstream, where they can start guarding your nitric oxide supply. Another crucial factor for men over 60 is hydration. Optimal blood flow is impossible if your body is running on low water volume. Watermelon naturally is highly hydrating, which is an added bonus to its citrulline content. But you must ensure you are pairing these fruits with adequate pure water intake throughout the day. Dehydration instantly thickens the blood, reducing flow capacity, which defeats the purpose of eating these vasodilating fruits. We've covered the what and the why. We've tackled the sugar objection with strategic pairing. Now let's address the consistency challenge. How do you stick with this protocol when life gets busy? Consistency, particularly after age 60, is about making things frictionless. If your routine requires multiple steps or unusual ingredients, you simply won't sustain it. The goal here is a sustainable, daily flow protocol. We call this the 3-minute flow fix. The idea is to front-load your nutritional heavy hitters first thing in the morning or just before your peak activity period. Here is the 3-part routine for maximizing energy and performance. Step 1. The rind start. Prepare your watermelon rind blend ahead of time. Cut the rind, blend it with a little water or coconut water, and freeze it in ice cube trays. Every morning, drop 2 of those rind cubes into a smoothie containing your protein source, say, a scoop of protein powder or Greek yogurt. This gets the high dose of citrulline in early and stabilized with protein. This takes 30 seconds of prep time. Step 2. The defense shot. During or immediately after breakfast, take your 4-ounce shot of 100% pure pomegranate juice. Remember to add a few drops of healthy fat, like fish oil or flax oil, to the juice for enhanced absorption. This provides the crucial NO protection, keeping your arteries flexible and guarded all day. Step 3. The midday boost. When you hit that afternoon slump, typically between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m., avoid caffeine or sugary snacks. Instead, grab a small bowl of blackberries, lightly crushed, and pair them with a handful of walnuts or almonds. This provides the capillary-strengthening anthocyanins and sustained energy from the healthy fats, preventing the sugar crash while giving you a powerful, localized anti-inflammatory hit. By structuring your consumption this way, you are using the food not just as sustenance, but as strategic medicine. You are constantly feeding your vascular system the exact components it needs to fight age-related stiffness and maintain youthful elasticity. Let's quickly address the seasonal concern. Watermelon is not always available or affordable, especially in colder months. A highly effective substitute for the citrulline benefit is dried pumpkin seeds. While technically not a fruit, they are very high in L-arginine, offering a direct precursor pathway to nitric oxide. If watermelon is out of season, grab a 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds as part of your morning protein pairing. For blackberries, when they are difficult to source fresh, look for frozen, unsweetened options. Frozen berries are often picked at their nutritional peak and can be blended easily, maximizing that crucial absorption. The rule remains: consistency over perfection. Use the best available source that fits your budget and locale. This entire protocol hinges on the evidence that vascular health is modifiable, even in your 60s and beyond. The medical community continues to reinforce the power of dietary nitrate and amino acid intake for cardiovascular resilience. By focusing on watermelon's citrulline, pomegranate's protection, and blackberries' strengthening capacity, you are executing a proven multi-pronged approach to reclaiming your physical vitality. It is time to make the shift from passive aging to active mastery of your health. To solidify these concepts, let's quickly review the core science behind nitric oxide depletion in older men. The primary enemy is not just cholesterol, but endothelial dysfunction. The endothelium is the thin, single layer of cells lining all your blood vessels. It is the control center for blood flow, and it's where NO is produced. As we age, that endothelial layer gets damaged, often by high blood sugar, chronic stress, and systemic inflammation. When the endothelium is damaged, it stops producing NO effectively. This is why just eating a clean diet sometimes isn't enough. You need specific nutrients to heal that lining and jumpstart NO production. This is where citrulline, the hero compound in watermelon rind, comes in. Unlike its cousin arginine, citrulline bypasses some of the initial barriers in the liver, meaning more of it makes it to the bloodstream, where it can efficiently become nitric oxide. This makes it an incredibly efficient, bioavailable tool for boosting flow. Think of it like this: your arteries are a garden hose. With age, the rubber gets stiff and brittle, and the water flow weakens. Citrulline is the treatment that tells the rubber to become flexible again, and the water pressure instantly improves. Now let's talk about a crucial distinction: performance versus energy. When men over 60 talk about low energy, they often mean two things: physical fatigue and mental sluggishness. This three-fruit protocol tackles both. The improved circulation ensures more oxygen reaches your muscles, which directly combats physical fatigue. But better flow also means more fuel gets to your brain. Those anthocyanins in blackberries are particularly linked to neuroprotection and cognitive enhancement. You feel sharper, more focused, and less prone to that midday mental fog. If you are already active, you walk, lift weights, or cycle, this protocol will immediately amplify your recovery. If you are sedentary, this is the foundational first step. Better circulation makes movement easier, which encourages more movement, creating a positive feedback loop for vitality. For men currently dealing with high blood pressure, incorporating these vasodilating fruits is a safe and beneficial strategy. While always consulting your physician about dietary changes, these natural sources of flow enhancement are well tolerated and provide broad-spectrum cardiovascular support. They work synergistically with, not against, many existing heart health strategies. The biggest mistake men make when trying natural remedies is inconsistency or over-reliance on a single food. Remember, it is the combination of the three mechanisms that makes this powerful: reliance, production, protection, and strengthening. Asterisk, watermelon produces, pomegranate protects, blackberries strengthen. It is a comprehensive three-way attack on age-related vascular decline. Don't wait until performance issues or energy crashes become debilitating. Start integrating these 3 fruits this week. Make the watermelon rind cubes on Sunday. Buy the 100% pomegranate juice today. Keep a bag of frozen blackberries handy. Your path to greater vitality begins with small, strategic nutritional adjustments. We are entering the final section of this video, and I want to provide you with the exact actionable shopping list and the final consumption warning to make sure you succeed. Before we wrap up, a final important warning about preparation. When dealing with fruits, always be mindful of hidden sugars, especially in juices. For pomegranate, you absolutely must verify that the label says 100% juice with no added sweeteners, high fructose corn syrup, or other fruit fillers. Blended juices dilute the polyphenols and defeat the purpose, replacing the medicine with metabolic stress. Similarly, if you opt for frozen blackberries, ensure they are unsweetened. The moment you introduce refined sugar, you undermine the blood flow benefits we've outlined. Now, here is your quick, actionable shopping list to implement the 3-minute flow fix immediately. First, 1 medium watermelon, preferably organic when possible, focused on the rind. You can peel the green skin off the rind before blending for a smoother texture. Second, 2 bottles of 100% pure pomegranate juice. Look for it in the refrigerated section, often near the specialty juices. Third, 2 bags of frozen unsweetened blackberries. This makes blending easy and ensures year-round availability. Finally, a neutral protein base, such as plain Greek yogurt or a high-quality whey or plant-based protein powder, to pair with your morning citrulline boost. Remember, pairing is performance. This is not a diet plan, it is a nutritional strategy built on targeted compounds. We cut through the noise to focus only on what offers the greatest return on your vascular health. By dedicating 3 minutes each morning to the flow fix, you are actively participating in the maintenance of your most critical internal system. The difference between a man who thrives in his 60s and 70s and one who declines is often the strategic, consistent effort applied to foundational health principles like circulation. The energy you are looking for, the performance you want to restore, is directly dependent on how well your body moves blood. These 3 fruits are nature's secret key to unlocking that movement. If this science-backed approach resonated with you and you are ready to apply these strategies, please hit the like button. Liking the video tells the algorithm that this content matters to men like you, and it helps us continue cutting through the misinformation. Subscribe to Gentleman's Vitality right now. Don't miss another weekly episode dedicated to boosting your energy, improving your mobility, and mastering your nutrition. We are here every day to help you live a stronger, healthier, and more vibrant life. Take control of your flow. We will see you next time. Let's briefly touch upon 2 alternative preparation methods, particularly if blending or juicing isn't your preference. For those who prioritize whole food texture, the watermelon rind can be lightly pickled. A simple brine of water, vinegar, and a pinch of salt softens the rind while preserving the citrulline. This pickled rind can be eaten in small quantities as a garnish or side dish, offering a savory way to consume that powerful amino acid. For pomegranate, if the juice is too concentrated or tart, you can focus on the seeds themselves, known as arils. The arils are an excellent source of dietary fiber, which, when eaten whole, helps slow down the release of their natural sugars. Sprinkle a half cup of arrows over your morning oatmeal or mixed greens for a textural crunch and a potent dose of antioxidants. This provides the protective benefits while maximizing gut health. The consistent theme here is optimization. We are not just eating fruit. We are engaging in biohacking through nutrition. Every bite, every sip, is calculated for a specific physiological outcome: improved vasodilation. Remember, this effort is cumulative. You won't feel a massive difference after one day, but the cells in your endothelium are constantly repairing and regenerating. By feeding them the building blocks, citrulline, anthocyanins, and powerful antioxidants, you are winning the war against vascular aging over the long term. This investment pays dividends in stamina, recovery, and overall quality of life. Final reminder on the prostate benefits tied to the anti-inflammatory action of the blackberries and pomegranates. Chronic low-grade inflammation is a huge factor in BPH progression. By regularly consuming these potent anti-inflammatories, you are contributing to a healthier internal environment, potentially easing urinary symptoms and supporting prostate longevity. It's an indirect but powerful benefit of the entire flow protocol. Take these 3 tools, watermelon, pomegranate, and blackberries, and integrate them into your routine. Start today and start noticing the difference in your energy, your focus, and your overall vitality.